the past perfect. Let me give you some examples of the past perfect. I had already eaten before my mom came home. I hadn't studied, so I didn't do well on the test. All right. In the first sentence, let me underline the verbs. Tell me, which verb is in the past perfect? If you already know, had already eaten or came home. Which of those two verbs is in the past perfect? Wicho, hello. Johan, good job, good job. Eaten. All right, yes. This right here is the past perfect. All right. And in the second sentence, which of those two verbs is the past perfect? Hadn't studied or didn't do? Which one is the past perfect? Studied, exactly. Hadn't studied. All right. Somebody in the comments said, why? Why is it the past perfect? Okay. Well, let me explain why. And let me explain what the past perfect is. So first, let's be clear. In each sentence, there are two events, two actions. No, in the first one, I had already eaten before my mom came. There are two actions, had already eaten and my mom came home. In the second sentence, again, two events. Hadn't studied, didn't do. Two events. Now, the past perfect, well, we use the past perfect to put our events or actions in order. If we look at these two sentences, they both have two actions, two events, but one of them happened before the other. So this is my question to you. I would like for you to help me answer the question, why? Why is this past perfect? First, in the first sentence, which event happened first? Which event happened first? A, I had already eaten. Or B, my mom came home. Which event happened first? If we take these events and put them on a chronological line, which of them happened first? Very good. I had already eaten is the first event. Now, if I ask you the same question for the second sentence, which event happened first? I hadn't studied or I didn't do well on the test. You already know that the event that happened first chronologically is I hadn't studied. So the past perfect is used to put our events in order. And this is, to be more specific, the past perfect is the event that happens before another event in the past. Let me write that for you, and maybe you can take note of that. We use the past perfect for events that happened before other events in the past. We use the past perfect for events that happened before other events in the past. In the first sentence, I had already eaten before my mom came home. My mom came home, that's already in the past. And had already eaten, that happened before that. So if we think about it, like being in those situations, maybe you're eating and then a few hours later your mom comes home. Okay? The past perfect helps us to put our events in order, and the past perfect is the event that happened first. And then we use usually the simple past for the event that happened next. All right? Well, remember the past perfect is for events that happened before other events in the past. Okay? It's not really something that you have to use, but it helps make your ideas much clearer. All right? Let me tell you a little bit about the structure. For the past perfect, sentences in the past perfect, you're going to use had, and if it's negative, hadn't, and then a verb in its past participle form. Past participle form. As you see, up here in the first sentence, I wrote I had already eaten, not I had already ate. I had already eaten, because eaten is the past participle of ate. All right, so let's go on here. I'm gonna write a sentence that's not complete, and I would like for you to complete it with either the simple past or the past perfect. Let me write that for you. Complete with one simple past verb and one simple past perfect verb. All right. Are you ready? I'm going to cover a little bit. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. All right. My girlfriend, get ready before I arrived, so we got to the party early. One of these verbs has to be past perfect, and the other one has to be simple past. Please write the complete sentence in the comments. Lily, thank you for the rose. Destiny, thank you for the rose. Guys, in the comments. Oh, they're killing me. Hoy no hay tortilla dura, dicen in the comments. For those of you who don't know what that means, they're surprised because this live isn't in Spanish. Yes, today it's completely in English. All right, Lily, thank you again. Jonathan, my girlfriend had gotten ready before I arrived. Very good. Very good, Jonathan. Let's see. And all my girlfriend had gotten ready before I arrived, so we got to the party early. Exactly. All right. My girlfriend had gotten ready before I arrived, so we got to the party early. All right. You know, when you have to go pick your girlfriend up so y'all can go to a party, okay? Sometimes you have to wait, and sometimes she's ready when you get there. Sometimes you're late, sometimes you're early. And in this context, in this sentence, your girlfriend was ready before you arrived. Again, two actions in the past, but one happened before the other. Cool. So that's the past perfect, but it's just the half of it. I'm gonna erase this and we're gonna go to the next part of the past perfect. All right. I'm gonna write a little smaller because, well, I'm running out of space. We can also use the past perfect to explain why things happened or didn't happen. In this case, it's usually with the connector because. All right. And those are the two main uses of the past perfect. Let me give you an example of when we can use the past perfect to explain why things happened or didn't happen. I'm going to erase number 2 and I'm going to rewrite it, but this time with an example with because. I was late because I had gotten stuck in traffic. All right. And the reason why I was late is because I had gotten stuck in traffic. As I said, we can also use the past perfect to explain why things happen or didn't happen. And this is kind of like a complement to the first reason, no? To put our events in order. You know, first I got stuck in traffic and then I was late. Okay? Now let me give you another sentence like this and complete it in the comments. Because I eat so much last night, I wake up with a stomach ache. Please complete this sentence with one simple past verb and one simple past perfect verb in the comments. Is it a consequence about something? No, it's not a consequence. It's a reason. Okay? It's a reason. Okay, Daniel said had eaten. Somebody in the comments said this is incorrect. Why is it incorrect? Enlighten me. Because I had eaten so much last night, what is the other verb? Woke up. Very good. Because I had eaten so much last night, I woke up with a stomach ache. Why is this incorrect? Why do you think? Somebody said it's incorrect in the comments. That worries me because it's not incorrect. Do you think it's incorrect because the word because is at the beginning of a sentence? Because if you think that's why the sentence is incorrect, well, you're wrong. We can put because at the beginning of a sentence. There's no problem. But if you're going to put because at the beginning of a sentence, you must also use a comma, like I did, to separate the clauses. Of course, I can change the order. I can put because in the middle of the sentence. I could say, I woke up with a stomach ache because I had eaten so much last night. But the clauses can be flipped around. You just have to look out for the comma. Okay? And everybody, I see that a lot of you said, I ate. All right. Now, if you wanted to say, because I ate so much last night, I woke up with a stomach ache, that's fine. You know, you can use two simple past verbs. That's fine. Okay? Because I ate so much last night, that would be perfectly fine. But it would be better if you put your events in order by using different types of verbs, because your idea would be clearer and it makes you sound more formal, more sophisticated. And that should be something to aim for at this level. Okay, maybe you shouldn't be using so many basic sentences. You should try to experiment with things that are a little more advanced. Like I said at the beginning of the video, the past perfect is not something that you have to use. Okay? You don't have to use the past perfect. But it helps you sound more sophisticated and it helps you order your events to be much clearer. Okay? Let's see. Somebody said, this is the consequence. Well, okay. Okay? Yes, maybe in this case, because you ate so much, your consequence is the stomach ache. Definitely, definitely. Consequence, reason? Sure. But I would say that we use the past perfect mostly for reasons. And maybe the reason, it can be, well, the opposite, consequence. But anyways, this is the past perfect, guys. And, well, remember that you got to use the auxiliary verb had and the verb in the past participle form. All right, I'm going to erase this and I'm going to ask one last question. in the comments, I want you to write the answer to this question. What had you done before you entered this life? What had you done before you entered this life? Let me give you an example. I had taken a nap. What had you done before you entered this life? Camila said, I was watching other videos. That's fine. I had cooked dinner. Karen, good job. Cookie, I had eaten. Very good. What did you do before you entered this life? You could also say that. Thabs. There's nothing wrong with that. Thabs. Had studied. I had been eating. Okay, Sandra, good job. You used the past perfect continuous. I had been watching TV. All right, Ernesto said, I had working. This right here, you have two options. You could say, I had worked, or I had been working. Okay? If you say I had been working, this is something that would have been continuous before you entered this life, and I had worked. It's just something simple that you had done before this life. All right. Good, good, good. I had eaten fruits. Good job, good job. Do you get paid for these? I should start one. Go ahead and start one. Nah, I don't get paid for these. These are free. Thab, are you an American? Oh yeah, guys, we're gonna continue. We're gonna go on with wishes. I wanted to explain the past perfect first because you're gonna use the past perfect for wishes as well.